Don't you know? We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just falling to zero. It's all every day. Round traffic positions, that's how we roll. We gon' make a dollar, we'll celebrate. We're the shareholders of Apple.
All right, what's up, guys? We're going to continue experimenting here. Hang on, I don't hear me. Hang on, I don't hear me. Do you hear me? Okay. We're going to continue experimenting here. I feel like my audio's fucked up. Oh, there we go. I'm good. Just give me that moment to get settled in. All right, we're continuing to experiment here with like our segments, our live streams, our whatever. I'm getting a little more event-based. You could call it that. Right? So we did our morning show. Great. We went live when the Solace token went live. That was a blast. That token freaking cooked. And then suddenly a little FUD around that. But, man, I'm not going to miss the Claynosaurz mint today. The freaking Claynosaurz mint over on the Sui blockchain. This is the biggest mint over there, I think, period. It's one of the biggest mints in NFTs this cycle so far. What's up, Mike Bennett? Great to see you, man. And another little milestone moment here for our little fam, kind of. Dude, I'm streaming on Kick. I've never streamed on Kick before, but we're over there live right now, which is really weird. I don't think anybody's going to watch over there, but, you know, slowly and then all at once kind of deal. Anyway, let's just get right to Claynos. Claynosaurz mint going on now. $200 mint over on Sui. It's a 25,000 edition collection. It's a big collection. I don't know if this market is ready for it. It's an expensive mint. Man, NFTs are my jam too. I have missed them so much. I'm so glad there's like something going on in NFTs, right? And I don't know if the space is ready for this stuff. You got things like Good Vibes Club, and we'll peek at those. But like you got stuff like Good Vibes Club reminding people the potential of this stuff, even new mints. And so it's there, but are people willing to go spend $200 on a brand new mint on a chain most people probably haven't played on yet? We're going to find out here. What's up, Hoods? Good to see you, man. And so here's a look over at the Claynosaurz mint right now. This is the page. Guys, it's a public mint, just so you know. This is open to everybody. This is an open mint. It's a public mint. There's no whitelist for this thing. Everybody's got a shot at these right now. And when I say shot, you want one, you get one. They're not selling out instantly. Look, I think this mint's already been open for an hour. We're probably right at the hour mark. And what? They're a little over a quarter sold out, which is great. You know me. I'm rooting for these guys. I root for fucking everybody. But I don't know if that's a bad sign going into it. Or if anything in this market's a win, and maybe think about this in terms of like old NFTs. 10K edition collections is what we're used to. And so 6,100 out of 10,000 minted out in an hour, I think is great. $200 mint. But 6,000 out of 25,000 is a different story. I still think good. But I do think that Claynosaurz wanted to come out here and like fucking guns blazing and looking as impressive as they actually are. And they are. Claynosaurz is one of those few like really, really important brands here in Web3. They are. They're a big deal. They're one of, when the story of NFTs are written, Claynosaurz are going to be there. They're one of the biggest Web3 native IPs here. It is that simple. Look, and somebody like me was priced out of them on Solana. I was like, I'm not, me, I'm not some whale. I was priced out on Solana. For me, this is an entry in. I did get a pack. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I got a free pack. I didn't buy one. If I were a little more liquid, I actually would buy one. I would love to get in the Claynosaurz ecosystem. Always wanted to get in. But let me explain the mint details here. In fact, I'm sure there's some great threads out there. So I want to pull it up and explain how it actually works. And man, if I at some point got somebody from the Claynosaurz team watching, dude, come on up. Like, come on up. Let's chit chat. Let's talk through the mint here. I would love to get those guys on. And I think this actually matters a lot. I think they're going to have a token. I think they're getting ready to launch a token too, right? There is going to be staking involved with these NFTs. Like the details, we'll see if we can go find it out. But there's going to be staking here. I think that means there's a token coming. So if you want to like degen into a token on Sui, and probably it's like I don't know if it's Wormhole that you use for Sui, but probably lives on Solana and Sui. Just guessing. So just a little heads up about that. They got a token coming. I've got that bookmark somewhere. I'll see if I can find the tweet, but it's one of the co-founders that tweeted like, hey, there's only one like Web3 brand who hasn't done a token yet. It's them, right? It's definitely them. All right, so let me see here. What do I want to get set? You know what? I want to find a thread that breaks down the mint mechanics. I'll explain it as best I can too. But I'm no Claynosaurz expert, and I'm not a Sui expert. But let's see. Hang on. But dude, I just want to give them I got to give them those flowers. Those are some of those few guys who have been here through both markets. Like the bull market last cycle. When did they mint? We should actually check that. But they were here last cycle, and they survived the bear, and actually they came through the bear on the other side stronger. So, dude, I love that. I love it. Right. So they were giving away packs. Like they didn't do whitelist, they did partner projects. And so like partner projects got some raffles. And so I won a spot from Good Vibes Club, who we're going to talk about here too. Good Vibes hit another all-time high. They're absolutely cooking. Offers flying. 1 ETH plus sales, like they're cooking. But they had a raffle. They had 25 packs to give away. 25, like great odds. And I got very lucky and got one of those. Now, if you get the raffle, right, if you win one of those, you're not guaranteed to get a Popkins. And that's one of the important things about this collection. If you go mint, you're not guaranteed to get the Popkin character. I think it's interesting. So you could get an escape pack, you can get a legendary pack, or you can get a rat pack. Escape pack means your Popkin actually escapes. You don't get a Popkin NFT. If that happens, though, your whole $200 is refunded. So if you spend 200, look, you're guaranteed to either get your money back or get the NFT, which I think is super cool. I think that also means it's not a 25,000 edition NFT collection. It might be more like, we could probably do math. It's probably a 10K edition collection now that I think about it. If we could do the math here, but so far, these 6,000 packs, 3,800 of them are mystery packs. And on those, I think it's a crapshoot if you actually get one or not. The legendary packs, you're guaranteed to get a Popkins. Rat packs, you're guaranteed, but you also get like a variant. You get like this rat character too. I don't know if it's a Popkin and the rat, or if your Popkin is a rat character. And again, it's like a rare. It's like a legendary or something. But you know what that tells me? 38. I could probably use ChatGPT for this. 3,800 at it. So over half of these. Yeah, guys. I think this collection is more like a 10K edition collection. Over half of the minted packs are going to be empty, are not going to have a Popkins. Okay, that's interesting to know. I see the number 25,000. I assume it's a 25K edition collection. It's not. It's probably 10 or 15K. Let's say 15 to be safe. It's super interesting. Again, you mint for 200, and if you don't hit a Popkins, you get your money back. Damn, I might mint one. I might actually mint one, which means bridging money over to Sui, which means like freeing up some USDC somewhere and then bridging it over to Sui, I think. Yeah, how could I do that in a way that's easy? I would like to mint one. I don't know if I can, but I would like to try. I would like to try. Dude, we have our first ever viewer on Kick. Holy shit. It's a milestone, dude. Whatever, welcome. Just so you know, we've been doing this for a couple years, but first time on Kick. 7 days a week we stream crypto, NFTs, AI, all of it. All of it. So welcome. And oh yeah, we're live on Abstract as well. We're live, guys, just so you know, I know this is a weird time for us to stream, but all the usual places, Abstract, YouTube, X, you know the deal. On YouTube, by the way, we're over on the Crypto Slam account. So if you are watching on Kick, if it's your first time seeing, there you go. Crypto Slam on YouTube, you'll catch me normally. Yeah, give a subscribe over there. All right, let's dive into this mint a little more. I was worried about this selling out or not when I saw just like 2,000-3,000 minted within 45 minutes. It's 6,000 plus here. Feel a lot better about this. I imagine they're going to get a little support from somebody like a Luca Nets, right? Probably somebody like an Hudah. I think we'll start. Yeah, these are starting to move. Boys, if you're trying to get one of these, I think these will sell out. It's a weird time of the day to launch too. It's the middle of the day. It's a work week. You guys know on X, it's quieter than usual. So for this to be a little slower, bit of grind, I think makes sense. Okay, personal opinion. EV plus, right? If you mint these for $200, I think you're going to be in profits on these pretty darn soon. Let's look at Claynosaurz. I want you guys to have that perspective. And man, I always wish I got in Claynosaurz, but Claynosaurz are let's see, where we at? Top 10 all-time collection on Solana. If they're not at top 10, they're right on the cusp there. Let's see. All-time Claynosaurz, right at number 11. Okay, they're right there. In some pretty good company. Now, okay, you know what? I'm going to put them at 10 because Dogezuki isn't like a collection. It's a whole bunch of collections in one, right? I think it's like a token standard and a whole bunch of rolled up into this. Claynosaurz are there. They're like the number 9 or 10 collection all time. 78 mil in volume. They're legit. They're super legit. Let's see. We got 2 viewers on Kick now. Holy shit. Now, just so you know, okay, I'm going to drop a link in YouTube. You guys can subscribe. There we go. Sorry, I probably dropped it in all the spots. But anyway, dude, I think the name I gave it on oh, we got a bridge over there. Okay, all right. Just a little spoiler, but I think that's a name I'm considering renaming the channels to. Probably shouldn't put that out there because somebody can hop on it. Whatever, I don't care. But like my Inside NFTs channel, I think I've wanted to rename for a minute. It can't be NFTs. It's got to be everything. So anyway. Okay. A top 10 all-time collection on Solana. 78. We'll round up. 80 million in volume in the Claynosaurz. What do they sell for though? Like these are not cheap. These are probably like $1,500, $2,000, maybe more. Like I really have no concept of like what Claynosaurz go for these days. I was always priced out, so I didn't follow. I follow builders. I see what those guys do. $2,000 floor on these basically. These are $2,000 NFTs, and I wish the images were up as well. Claynosaurz are $2,000, man. They're almost an ETH, right? So like a super serious collection, legit builders. And man, on the Sui blockchain, I love them expanding from Solana to Sui. I think Sui's, everybody knows that's one of the biggest up and coming chains. It is a serious contender here. Like they're head to head with like an Abstract and Base and anything like that for, to ultimately be the number 2, 3 blockchain. You know what I mean? Like that's the fight that they're in. And getting a project like Claynosaurz over that, great for both sides. I think gives a different kind of legitimacy to both. Sui's got some big money behind it. And you got guys like Raoul Pal who are like really backing that thing, really supporting that blockchain. See something special in it. Claynosaurz going over there makes sense for both sides. For Sui, it gives them a really, really like extremely legit NFT project there. Really legit. And for Claynos, it's just a great way to expand their brand and get somebody like me into it. Again, I've always wanted in. This is my opportunity. Okay, so now I'm thinking real quick, where can I get 200 USDC to go mint one of these? I would love one. And I love that there's like, I'm just saying, I love that there's no risk. If you don't get a mint, if you get an escape pack and you don't get one of these guys, you're refunded. You get your money back. Now with the pack, there's other kinds of assets in there. There's like badges and other types of collectibles that'll work their way into the ecosystem in the future. So if you get the refund, you still keep these extra things. Right? You're just not 100% loss. I mean, even with your money back, whatever, but you still are getting something. There's like, I see no downside. Again, I think these are going to be EV plus when these are minted or when they're revealed next week. And by the way, the reveal is actually next week. Mint today. The actual reveal, like distribution and reveal, I believe is like June 3rd or 5th, or maybe it's a date range. But when that happens, just a gut feeling. That $200, I think, is going to be more like 500. It's just a guess. Who knows? But these are not. Look, they'll have market makers, I'm assuming, and there's going to be demand for these. I can't assume. There's no part of me thinks that you're going to be down on this. And for collectibles, who cares? Doesn't matter. But I think we look at our wallets here too, and we're like considering that a bit. I think, I think this is legit. All right, so God, there's quite a bit I want to go over here too. I do want to look at GVC, Good Vibes Club. I want to look at some NFT updates. Like OpenSea's got a big old update I want to peek at. Wish you could trade in NFTs. Oh, that'd be cool. Somebody needs to build a system like that. In fact, at one point we were working on a system that values NFTs from different ecosystems, but we always pictured if you can make the USD value for them, which we have, by the way, set up a platform that lets you trade asset to asset or trade in an NFT for a mint. Somebody should build that out. I think that would do really well. I think it'd do really well. Now, let me play with this mint as if I were going to do it because I wonder if it could pull my Solana balance. I wonder if I can mint with some Sol. If I could, I'm minting right now. Let me see. Insufficient USDC. Okay, it has to be USDC and it has to be on Sui. Is there any way to do it with Sol? They should have done that. If they had the mint in Sol, I would be minting right now. Like, definitely. So hang on, let me think. Let me think how I'm going to do this. I could, you know what? Maybe through. Okay, let me look at my Phantom wallet. I bet I could go from Phantom. I can probably swap right from Sol to Phantom. Excuse me, Sol to Sui USDC there. Let me check. I'm going to cut in my fuck coin bags here. Which ain't cool. But let me try. Okay, so we can go from Sol. Oh my God, I can do it, guys. It does work. It does work. Oh my God. Should I do it? Oh, okay, hang on. So I think I need to go from Sol to Sui, and then I'll swap from Sui to USDC because I won't have any gas tokens, right? So let's try that. This will work. I can totally mint one. You know what? Well, you whatever for the fucking culture, right? Let's do it. Let's go. I think we'll do it. Be better if I had somebody from the Claynosaurz team watching and wanted to hop on while I mint. That'd be way cooler. What do you think, guys? This is the right thing to do, isn't it? Help me. One in the chat. Is this the right thing to do? I mint one of these NFTs right now. I think it'd be good karma. I'd probably be guaranteed a good mint. I'd probably be guaranteed a legendary. I'd probably fucking cook with it, right? All right, let me help get in the zone here. All right. I think we're going to do this. 8,100 minted, 8,200. So a third of the way done. They're a third minted out. There's a lot to go. You got to start imagining, too, if they don't mint out. You know, what's the point where they consider cutting the supply, right? Hoods, you could have an AI project, an AI agent that handles all that valuating. You know, if we're talking an NFT exchange thing in a marketplace, you could have an AI agent that does all the conversions and the purchases and all that stuff. That would make a killer project. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Hoods, I like that. I like that. That would fucking that would be really fucking cool. Oh boy, I'm looking at the Virgin token on another screen. Like, man, we're heading into a really, really good spot for the, you know, for us, for degens, for people playing here. Virgin's cooking. I mean, you guys saw Solace is cooking. There's a lot going on. I want it. I don't want to spend $200. You know, I'd rather put my 200 in fuck coin. Not gonna lie. You know, I think this. Can I shill real quick? I think this is the best coin out. This is the best meme out there right now. And at 5.5, 5.5 mil, that's super spicy. However, let me see how much I got. Let me see how liquid I am. I really would like to support the Claynosaurz guys. What do I have? I got 5 Sol. So we're talking like $800. What am I doing? What do I want? Do I want to do it? I kind of want to do it. I think I should. I think I should just get in that ecosystem. I think that'd be a good idea. I think it'd be yeah. Let's do it. Dude, okay, hang on. As I'm thinking through this, I want to show you guys. I want to show you, and if anybody is new watching on Kick, this is especially for you. I just want you to know. Okay, I'm showing off a little something. We're gonna flex a little here. We're gonna shill a little bit. I just want you guys to know we have a really good track record here of finding things early. I think the guys here in chat will vouch for it. Not always, often though. Often, we've been talking about GVC, the Good Vibes Club, since 0.1 ETH. Let's say ballpark 0.1 ETH. And for the past 2 months, almost 3 months now, almost every day, we've talked about how bullish we are on this collection, how high I think they're going to get. And I'm just going to say, again, if you tune into this show, you will keep finding things early like this. Good Vibes just crossed an ETH for the first time ever. 1 ETH floor. What is that, 2,600, 2,700? And I'm not surprised they're here, and I still think they're going to 2 or 3 ETH floor, right? So that's the little self-promo shill whatever is, if you're new watching this stream, keep watching, right? Stay plugged in. We're very early to a lot of things over here. GVC, just one of those. But love seeing this. Some sales for what? 2.5 ETH right here. That guy's sweet. A lot of big sales over here, but floors at 1 ETH. Just want to give those guys their flowers too, because GVC's cooking. Also notice the theme. 3D art and the Claynosaurz 3D art. It is 3D art season, man. But Mike, no, man. I don't think I'm in Sui at all. We had that dude, fuck, I forget his name. His name's One, and he hopped in here and he had a giveaway. He had like that raffle giveaway game project on Sui. I have no Sui NFTs. I've held Sui, the token, like a couple of times for a couple of days, but no, I have no exposure to that ecosystem. And I should have bought that Sui phone, whatever that thing was, or mobile device, right? The game system, that's what it was. I should have bought one because there's gonna be tons of airdrops for those people. So this would probably be smart just to even get exposure over here. Right? At the very least, probably for that. And I do think they're going to be EV+. I do think these are going to be pretty damn good. All right, so fuck it. Yeah, we're going to mint one here. Let me go and swap on over. Again, really easy in Phantom. And Phantom, I can take my Solana and swap it, and it bridges at the same time. I can swap my Sol for Sui and then USDC. All right, so let me do that. Let me do it. So we'll go from Sol to Sui. We'll do Sui over there. 1.2. Let me see if that's enough. 1. Oh, I might not be able to. It says no swap. Well, no, yeah, I can. Okay. It said there's no liquidity for that kind of swap, but I think we're good. Okay. 1.3 Sol is about 60 Sui, and then I'll swap the Sui for USDC over there. Let's do it. We're doing it. Feels weird, but we're doing it. All right. So swap in progress here. 8,200 mint. This will mint out. You can feel it, right? 83. Yeah, moving at a nice pace. It'll mint out though. It's one of those things that I also think, holy shit. It's got that kind of aura. It's going to mint out. And they might make sure it mints out. Again, market makers, whatever. Just caught this Tyler tweet. A 1 week P&L for who? I don't know if this is that dude who keeps like shorting on Hyperliquid, had these $1 billion positions. But yeah, someone's down almost 100 mil this week. This has got to be that dude, right? Keeps putting these like 40x longs and shorts. That's nuts. That's it. Actually crazy. Hood's over on Kick now. Awesome. Good shit, man. Hoods, you're awesome, man. Hoods is a bro. Okay. Are we funded? Are we good? Let's see. I wish I want the Clayno guys on here. Fuck it. I'm going to DM one of them. I want to see if I can get a Clayno guy on. Let's do our swap. Okay, Sui for Sui USDC. Let's see. 58. That'll work. All right, we're doing it. We're a step away. All right, let's see this balance update, and then we'll be good to go. If I did the right wallet. Let's refresh here. So I'm going to end up with 2 packs here. One free one. There we go. Yeah, we're ready. One free pack. All right. You know what I'm going to do? Let me milk this. I got to milk the moment. Let me message. I'm going to message the Claynosaurz team. I'm going to see if somebody wants to come on the stream. He went on crypto banter. No shit. How crazy is that? That dude is okay. So I saw guys like Wizard of Soho, and there's a couple other big names that I think were trying to get the money together to liquidate that dude. And they're getting him, dude. They're wrecking him. They pushed Bitcoin. These guys got enough motion that they pushed Bitcoin from 111K down to 108, right? Or 107.8. What they pushed right to that level that liquidated or was going to liquidate that guy. He added more to his position to avoid getting liquidated, but he's getting fucked. Crazy. I think that's bonkers, man. All right, let me get a message out here. I'm going to DM. I don't know if it's the artist or the co-founder, but I'm going to get a message out. I want to see if I can get them on. In the meantime, let's scroll there. God damn it. Hang on. I just fucked up my screen. Hang on. Let me get this back up. Oh my God. Fuck, coin down to 5.4 mil. It's so spicy. Sorry, the lower that coin gets, the more I want it. And that's like real talk with feelings. I am so sure that meme is going to cook. The reason being, guys, I know who's in that coin. Like, right? I know some of the big holders of that coin, and I know like the kind of person they are. Like, we got some quality whales in that coin who are not selling. They're gonna pump the shit out of that coin. All right, shill over. Fuck coin shill over. But I if that dips in the 4 mils, I'm definitely buying. Like the rest of my soul, all in on that coin. And it's getting close to that level. So the 5 or so I got left over, all of it in fuck coin. Real conviction in that one. 8,400. It's moving, dude. It's really, really. This is a good look. Again, I was a little worried when it was 3,000 minted earlier. 8,000 something's a good look. Again, 10K collections, people struggle to mint those out not too long ago. Okay. All right, let's get a Clayno bro on. Fuck, I'd even love to hear a Claynosaurz holder. I would love to just talk to people in that ecosystem. This might make more sense as a space, to be honest. But now tell you what, I think there's a Claynosaurz spaces going on, and I want to pop in if so and just listen to them. I want to hear what those guys are saying. This is GVC. Good Vibes are doing a spaces too. Love that. Hang on, let's just peek at who's hosting that. Oh, Einstein's great. He's a great dude. Okay, they got some good guys here. But let me see. I'm pretty sure I saw a Popkins space. Popkins. Maybe not. Maybe they closed it. Oh, here. It's me. Dumbass. Okay, maybe no Popkins space. Hey, what's up, Six Hole? It's good to see you, man. It's been a minute. If that guy can, have $1 billion position out there, I think he's good. He's good. Hang on, Six Hole. I haven't seen you in it feels like a while. What came first, Sui or Say? Whichever one came second is the worst marketing department. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, but I know Sui came like. Well, we could check. I mean, I don't know if we check TGE when that happened, or if we go look in a light paper or whatever. Moonship, we're always rich when we're hanging out, bro. We're always rich. If you're holding some GBCs, you're rich. Look at him, 1.05. Incredible thing. It's funny now, dude. I'm looking at these sales rolling in, and I assume these are like above floor, right? Because that's what we used to see. Like I see 1 ETH plus sales, and I assume it's like way above floor, and it's like that's the fucking floor now is 1 ETH. It's crazy. Dude, it really, I hope you're good, man. I hope everything's been good with you. Hope you've been like touching grass or, even taking a break from this side of stuff, whatever. It's just good seeing you. But anyway, Sui isn't that old. That's the thing that blows my mind is Sui just comes from nowhere and it's got big backing. And what it really is, something like Sui, I've heard, I've learned, whatever, and this is probably very common knowledge, but there is big money coming from like the UAE or something like that. Some very, very big money backing the Sui blockchain, and they're going to make that thing work. And so these things can come out of nowhere and they could be, contenders that soon. You get the right backing. It speaks to like how small this space is. It does, right? Like crypto is that small that you can just put, billions behind a blockchain. It's a lot of money, but billions behind it. And you can instantly like elbow your way in. And that's what Sui's done. Like really. Okay, so random point, but OpenSea earlier today on their homepage or whatever, they were featuring some like blue chip NFTs. And let's pull it up. What's interesting is they had like this shirt's driving me fucking nuts. They had like Pudgy penguins and Bored Apes and Pudgy. Wait, I said Pudgy. Pudgies, Bored Apes, Suzuki, Doodles, and GVC. Yeah, Say is just about dead. I'll tell you that, Sixhole. And it's a bad sign that my buddies Nifty Q and Biggie are leaving Sui. Right? Those guys do that daily show for them, and it's a great show. And like they're leaving. They're not doing it on Say anymore. Say does not support their creators over there. That's what it's looked like to me. And so I think Say is toast. I think. Not just because those guys are leaving, but like the NFT space died. Most of the projects I followed over there died off. Sui's different. How about this? The only thing you even have to say is this. Sui got fucking Pokemon. Official Pokemon NFTs are on Sui. That's all you got to say. That's everything. So the Say blockchain fizzling out. Sui's on the upswing. They got Pokemon. And that's why Claynosaurz moving over, I think, is really big. It sounds like some big shit's really coming over there. Now, where's this promo page I saw? Again, it was GVC and again all these 5 blue chips, and it's oh my god! You know what I just realized? I think Doodles. I think GVC might have just flipped Doodles. Dude, they're both at 105. Oh my god, it's happening. The flipping is happening. Doodles are flipping. I mean, GVC's flipping Doodles. That's absolutely nuts. Vinny, good morning. Good to see you, man. GMs. Hood's holding it down over on fucking Kicks. Kick, not Kicks. Such a boomer. It's unbelievable. Unfucking believable. All right. I know we're all over the place. There's just some cool stuff going on, so I'm a little scatterbrained. Here, let's play this clip. Let me reshare this the right way. Ain't no stopping Solana. No, hang on. Let me do that comment justice here. Ain't no stopping Solana. Old farts will leave EVMs. You're right, dude. You're right. You're right. Now, Ethereum is going to be just fine. Ethereum is fine, but Solana's a monster, and there's no stopping Solana. Hang on. Where's our audio? Okay, we got it. Hang on. Okay, wait. Okay, it was this. This is the thing. Now, they also had another thing linking to the collections, but Azuki, Pudgies, Bored Apes, Doodles, GVC. That is the caliber of GVC. It is. They're that good. Right out of the gates, they're that good. They're special. They're different. Another Bored Ape whale came into GVC this week. Nate Alex is in GVC this week. pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They're OpenSea finally doing the right thing. They're building. They feel like they're here for the community again. They do. I don't want to say I was wrong about them. I have some not great things to say about them. And that a lot of that comes from the SEC stuff that, Henry has shared publicly, things that, stories about OpenSea saying one thing, doing the other, right? Saying they're going to support builders who are facing, fighting the SEC and not actually doing it, right? Saying they had $1 million to help builders who are facing the SEC. Kongs were being sued by them, right? They reached out to OpenSea to try to get some of that funding. It's very expensive to fight them. Kongs are a little project. No reply from OpenSea. No, none. Nothing, crickets. So, and also word that they were turning over user data, guys. Your data. They gave over your info, your name, your IP, your email. They handed it over, no fight. That's stuff that came out, and it's true. But separate from that, and I can separate the bullshit from, them doing good stuff. They are doing good stuff now. They are building. They are re-engaging the community. It's stuff that we've needed. And I welcome them back. It's great to see. Also, hang on. I'm buying some more fuck coin. 5.5 mil. Hang on. I'm buying some. Again, I know I'm all over, but I need it. 5.5. Like, there's so much. Yeah. Sorry. I fucking love this. 5.6. Yeah, I like it here. Let's go. We're going to do one soul. And I'll keep averaging down if this comes down further. Like if this hits anywhere in the 4s, it's probably all in at that point. But I have a feeling, but it's more than a feeling. I've got some conviction around this one. I have an idea of where this goes. If the market starts allowing us meme coins that can get back to 50 mil, which it can, look at something like Zeus. We talked about Zeus at a 7 mil market cap. Zeus hit 60 mil today. It might be even higher now. If the market's going to start giving us those 50, 60, 100 mil tokens, and if we start getting crazier than that, I'm sorry, but a coin where the motto is fuck you higher, the meme only gets better the higher it goes. So I'm bullish as fuck on this one. What do I have right now? If I can get 500,000 coins, that would be cool. I'm at 418,000. What is this, like 2,300 worth? I love it. This thing has got a 4x in it. Great. We're talking, maybe 10 grand or so. Great. It's got way more potential than that. I'm in this one. I think this one's going to be legit. All right. Oh, my guys, I wasn't sharing the right screen. My bad, guys. There we go. There's fuck coin. There's the fuck coin bags. Again, the meme's so great, and look at the chart, man. The chart's fucking amazing. You know what? On this view, I don't know how to do the whole chart. How can I show? Because this token launched and came all the way down to basically nothing, but it's only like a month old, and then this is what it looks like for the past like week or two. It's a great looking chart. All right. Let's see. No reply yet from the Clayno boys. So in the meantime, here's some news about OpenSea. So they put out this video. OpenSea's evolved beta complete. Oh, beta complete? Dude, they call their beta over. Token universe unlocked. OpenSea token coming. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I've told you guys, but if you go by OpenSea all-time volume, remember there was like a tool that was put out there and it was maybe on Dune, but you could track your volume. Dude, I was ranked number 1,600, which is hard to believe, and I can't imagine that's true. I didn't spend that much, but I definitely traded more than I realized. We're talking like, yeah, 1,600 can't be right. I'm not more than 7 figures, but I was not far from 7 figures. And again, that shocks me. Like shocking. Don't have that now. That's for fucking sure. But like in the moment when things were hot and everybody was like just ridiculous amounts of money being traded. Like I remember that. Okay. So what did Devin say is coming? Like, what's next? Do they detail more of the reward stuff? Blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I believe it. Not just NFT marketplace, right? Fungible tokens over here too. New chains. Yep. Galleries, cross chain minting. Cool. Solana token trading. Yep. What else? Bulls, bears. Yeah. All right. So just a bunch of like good community rah talk. Good. We need that. It's good stuff. I just want the damn token. Drop the C token. Everyone's gonna get out. They're dropping that token. Their VCs want that token. Oh shit. All right. So here's Claynosaurz. They got a spaces tomorrow at 1. Okay, let's bookmark that. We'll definitely be there. Special guests. Cool. This mint is open for how long? Yeah, so Moonship, people who track that coin said all the original people who are holding like 1% of the supply all out now, which is great. So the one thing that got that token like super, well, the thing that put it over for me is there's one specific group. There's one specific group that when they call a token and the way they call it, when they call it that way, I know it's serious because it's some really, really big whales, like some big whales who, for me, like, and I keep track of this, have a history of nailing these things. When they said Key Dog was going to cook, and they were telling us like Key Dog's going to cook, and they were telling us this at 100, 150K, and like, no, like we're going to make this one cook, and it did. Key Dog got to, I don't remember if it was 10 or 15 or 20 mil, but in that ballpark, right? And there's other coins they've done that with too. In fact, I think SCF, Smoking Chicken Fish, comes from that group. And so there's been like 3 or 4 different times like that where they're like, no, guys, this is the last call for this one. Like this is one of those. And Fuckcoin became one of those. And it became that at like 1.5 mil for me. And so I've been in since then. And then Kook has called it twice since. And Kook, Kook's called Zeus. Kook put Zeus on my radar. Kook will shill this like fucking crazy when it's time. It's not time. He's tweeted it once. But Kook will push this thing. And yes, the bundlers are all out. And the chart looks amazing. Like the charts. Let's see if we can fit that whole thing. Yeah, God damn it. It's a good looking chart. Wouldn't be great if this pulls back to here like 3.5, but if it does, again, I'm in and I'm going hard. All right. Back to Claynosaurz. And I do want to go put a little more love on GVC. Again, like haven't flipped Doodles yet, but on par, like even with Doodles now, which is just it's crazy. It was like bound to happen, but the fact that it's here, it's just different when it happens. Really cool. And I bet you they get pushed up a little bit to actually like get that flip in. It haven't flipped yet. 105. Yeah, I mean, just needs like 3 sales to like officially flip. Yeah, it's pretty bonkers. All right. Popkins, what are we at now? I'm gonna buy one. I love the idea, dude. If I don't hit, if you don't get one, you get the refund. Like, you can't beat that, man. You just can't fucking beat that. All right, let's do it. Let's just do it. We'll push Claynosaurz another time. All right, we use the Kong's theme. It's our summoning vibes. Here we go. Purchase 200. Let's do it. It's probably gonna be like one click, instant done. Like Sui's one of those chains, like lightning fast. Okay. Failed to simulate. Okay, well, I get an error right away. Let's try it again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, weird. Failed to simulate the results of this request. Confirming is unsafe and may lead to losses. Hang on, let me make sure I got enough SUI to cover the gas. 0.06 is all I need. Let me see. I should have enough. Where's my SUI? Yeah, I got 2. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. All right. All right. Again, I'm on the wrong tab. My bad, guys. Here we go. Okay, no error this time. We got it. All right, so we're in for 2 packs here. One mystery pack or one, yeah, I guess it's called a mystery pack, right? One that I won from the giveaway and then one purchase. God, I hope we hit something rare. That'd be cool. That'd be so fucking cool. Now can we see? Can we see what we got? Like inventory or something. And we won't be able to see reveal till next week, right? We're not going to know at all what we got. Hang on. I should have 2 here. I should have 1 mystery pack and I should have I guess I should have 2 mystery packs. Okay, my balance went down. I did buy one. So how does that work? Total 1 pack. I hope I didn't fuck that up. I don't think I did. I don't think there's any other way to do it, but should have 2 packs. Okay, we already did that. So let me go back here. Is that weird or am I just like overthinking this? I had the mystery pack before from the claim. Maybe I don't get it till later. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty unsure about this now. Let me check my activity. Sent. No, app interaction, okay. All right, here's the Explorer. Amount. So they pay the gas. I like that. It converts it to something called Mist. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know SUI at all, man. Oh, okay. So I got a ticket. They're called tickets here. Yeah, I would love to see it somewhere, right? That would be kind of cool. But yeah, they're okay. Mist is their gas. Okay. So Mist is like their Gwei. Dude, it's so weird learning another chain. It's like a whole other language. But like, here's the transaction. Lottery. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is fine. I just thought it would give you a pack, but you know, I guess the thing is the packs are randomized. So I got a ticket. The ticket turns into a pack. I mean, it's a purchase pack. Yeah, it should reflect somewhere. Here, yeah, I'll peek. Does Magic Eden do SUI? I don't think it does. No, they don't. Nope. Okay. Trying to think what marketplaces. Tradeport does Sui. Maybe I can connect my wallet and see it there. I think I'm just gonna have to like have a little faith here. So here's the transaction, 200 USDC. Yeah, I'm. It's true. Moonship. When we were doing the crypto bats, when I was I'm still work with them, but different things we've done, you have to be really careful with things, and you have to have an opportunity for people to get in free. Actually, you know what, Moonship? That's probably why they're doing these collabs with different teams. Like, right, Good Vibes, why they got 25 to give away. If you're doing any kind of lottery thing, you have to give away for anybody to be able to enter it. Right? There's something like that. Has to be a way. Because yeah, there's so many like little legal hurdles, and like it's a thing. It's a fucking thing. Anyway, okay, there's 200 USDC. And again, I just don't know that I receive anything until I'm just guessing next week. It should show here though. It should, just to make it not confusing. But it makes sense. Like why I don't have either of these yet. I don't have a I mean, you definitely wouldn't get either. Well, no, hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm starting to think through more. If you have like a Claynosaurz NFT, I think you get a legendary pack. And then there's a couple other ways. There's like a couple other ways you can be like that you get a legendary pack. So like this must be people who are coming in here with like a Claynosaurz and like minting. So they get the legendary packs. If you're minting from public, that's when you only get mystery if you're coming from public. And actually, certain Claynosaurs, along with something else, gets you the rat pack, I think. You know, the rarest here. But mystery pack is if you're minting on public. So maybe it makes sense that it's showing the way it's showing. All right, let's see. What are tickets? When you purchase a mint, you'll receive a ticket that gives you access to the actual packs. On June 3rd, wallets holding these mystery tickets will be airdropped a legendary or an escape pack. Got it. Okay. The ticket's not the pack. That's why it doesn't show that I have a pack, because it's not a pack. I got one pack from the raffle thing. But the primary sale here is for a ticket. And then I'm going to get the pack airdropped. Exactly right. Okay. Billy, you got it. Okay. So I won't know what pack I have until the mint is over. Is that today? If the mint ends today, or am I only going to find out when, like they're saying, on June 3rd, they're going to airdrop stuff? So I probably don't find out till then, right? And then how does the refund work? If my pack doesn't have a Popkin, refund happens automatically. That's cool. That's so cool, dude. I mean, if I don't get a Popkin, I get $200 back. That's fucking awesome. And then refunds come on June 5th. Okay, and if you got an escape pack for free, like I got mine free, my first one free, that you no refunds there, so that's cool. Billy, you're into Claynosaurz, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. All right. I'm happy with that, man. I got a good feeling about it. I think these are going to be great to have exposure to the Claynosaurz ecosystem. It just is. It's just great to have exposure to that. And also, I think they're going to cook. I do. I think NFT season's coming. And having anything like that, like a top tier Web3 IP, I need it. Some people are saying GVC did flip doodles. Well, you know what? On OpenSea, they did. On OpenSea, doodles are 104 and GVC's 105. So they might have flipped. On Magic Eden, not so much. Magic Eden's GVC at 104, doodles 105. Crazy though, man. What a day. Thank you, sir. Thank you. in the same boat, not having the funds over there. Yeah, dude, you know what? I'll tell you this, Sir Billy. It was really easy on Phantom, like, because you can just swap across chains there. And I did that yesterday from base, right? I sold my Virgin coin yesterday. I sold it for virtuals. I swapped my virtuals for ETH. And then I sent my ETH to my Phantom wallet. And then I went from this. It's so easy, dude. I went from ETH on base to Sol on Solana, right? Just one click and swapped right over. Does the bridging and swap in one, transaction. It's really convenient, like really fucking cool. Like, it's pretty cool. All right, so we're in. I'm kind of just going to keep an eye and see how quickly does this thing mint out. Not bad to get through like almost half of it. There's the fucking man. What's up, Cab? Cab, you should come up and say what's up. You should come and say hi if you can. You're probably busy, but dude, Cab, I just minted for the first time ever an NFT on Sui, and for the first time ever, I got some exposure to Claynosaurz, dude. I never thought I would, but here I am. It's pretty damn cool. It's pretty damn cool. All right, so we'll see what we actually pulled next week. But, dude, I got a mystery pack from Good Vibes, so thank you for that. And just minted one. So we got 2 packs coming next week. I can't wait to see what I pull. Maybe I pull a Popkins. Either way, I'm in. I got some exposure. Can't wait. Can't freaking wait. I agree. I was gushing over the move earlier. I'm like, how do you go wrong getting in this ecosystem that's got, dude, freaking Pokemon? So now it's Pokemon and Claynosaurz. I'm sorry. I see some really, really wild stuff coming down down the pipe here for Sui. I think it was awesome to see you guys, branch out over there. And it's a great move for both sides. It's a great move. Anyway, I'm excited. I've wanted to get in that ecosystem for a while. Here I am. Cab, are these numbers right? I'm curious. Hang on. I've got you guys at like the number 10 all-time collection on Solana. Does that sound about right? And I'm trying to remember, Cab, are you the Claynosaurz? Are you the artist? Co-founder, but I'm trying to think if you created those adorable little character dudes. Hang on, where's Solana? I think you're 10 all time on Solana. But Dozuki doesn't count. So whatever you are, I think it's higher than 10. But I'm not sure. I think it might be even a little more than 78 mil. It's a big fucking number though. Big. See, I thought so, man. I thought so. We got to check those numbers and see where is maybe not showing. Founding artist, managed the creative team, did a bunch of animations on the OGs. Love it, dude. Love it. Well, sometime you got to come up here and say what's up. That'd be cool. Also blink once if a token's coming. I think a token's coming. I don't know if you guys said it. I don't know if you guys already said it and confirmed, or if there was just like a good strong hint, but it seems like a token's coming. Anyway, Cab is going to blink and confirm that for us, but I think it's coming. Great. Cool of you to stop by, man. We'll catch you soon, man. All right. So we got our mint. Dude, he blinked. All right. There we go. There's our confirmation. Claynosaurz token, not soon. All good. We're patient here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'll count that, guys. I'll count that as somebody from Claynosaurz coming on the show. That'll count. That was cool. And we'll get him on another time. Him or someone from the team, whoever's got time. I imagine, dude, when you're a builder and you've got like something live happening, pressure's on. I imagine those guys didn't sleep at all last night, I get it. All right, let's see if there's anything else we want to peek at. Dude, timing of that was perfect because I was going to wind this down in a few, but that little interaction, cool shit. Anyway, you guys, if you're not following him, you should. We'll put him up on the screen. There's Cab, co-founder, creative director at Claynosaurz. And token coming. Yeah, I think he had tweeted that before. That's what I think had happened. So, yep. All right. Are we minting any more? Let me think. Let me think if we got anything else. We touched on OpenSea, touched on GVC. We did the fuck coin stuff. Amazing, dude. Again, it's looking spicy. It's really looking spicy. And then we'll do this again next week though. When mint happens or reveal happens, we're gonna see what we pulled. Hope I get a Popkins. I hope between 2 packs we should get one. So, we shall see. You know what? And there's a good reminder. Be careful with any links you're clicking. You know, like I got once, sucked, lost my little pudgy. Be real careful with links, especially now when there's a hot mint, right? For me, I double checked the link. I made sure, right? Got it right from the Claynosaurz official account. Tell you what, these days, even it coming from the official account, like still scares me. Right? Yeah. Still scares me. Still scares me even an official link because you know these accounts get compromised all the time. Dude, Hoods, appreciate you doing that. That's really cool of you, man, to make that tweet. So thank you. Make an F-Coin LP if you believe. You know what? I should do that. I don't know how, but I should because I do believe. I actually do. I think I can you do it with just like a little bit though? Like, do I have enough to actually do that? I bet I got enough on the fuck coin side, I'm sure. No, I should have enough if I got like 3 or 4 soul. That's not a bad idea, dude. I've never done that. I've always wanted to. So hang on. Would I make more on fees if I did that than if I just sell this if this gets to like 30 mil? And I think it depends on how you set up like that pool, right? Earn tokens and fees. What if I don't believe that this has got like long-term legs, right? I believe it's going to be like a fun week or two. I really got to learn that stuff. Okay. Damn, it was so cool a cab to stop by. That was really cool. I was hoping he'd pop up on stream, but I think one of the other founders follows me. So like I will get him in DMs and see if he'd come up sometime. It would just be cool to chat. You have to match F coin with Sol USDC 50-50. So the amount doesn't matter too much. Made 4,500. Okay, so you do that on a coin that you believe's got real legs, right? Like something that's like a legit main character type coin. You know, something real. Like fuck coin, I just think is going to have a really like a great pump. It's got the potential. Like again, we get that different kind of market. I see 100 million potential, but like you can't bet on that now. It's the fucking market is not that. Does it have that potential? Sure. Then so do some other memes, but I definitely see fuck coin hitting 20, 30 mil. I think it hits 52, but like, right. Does it have legs? I'm not sure on that. Just don't want to pay to start a new pool. Everything else, you almost get back if a pool is made. So you just contribute to the pool instead of making one. So if there's already a pool, you just add to it. Maybe I look at this as like a learning experience too, and I just like carve off a little bit of my tokens and LP it. Where is that like on Meteora? Where would I do that? I really do want to learn that. Dude, a big part of me wanted to make a pool for Bull, for a Bull token. Oh, by the way, just because why not? I'm going to drop my Virtuals referral link. If anybody has not put in a referee yet, feel free to drop mine. I'll put that in the chat. Hope it didn't zap me. It's worth doing. It's worth doing. They're sharing 20% of fees. So it's worth doing. Like you can add mine, and then if people add yours, again, you earn 20% of their fees on the platform. What's up, Dead Man? Dude, I have not seen you in it's been some days, man. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Dude, we just minted I minted a Popkins. I got 2 of them coming actually. So, one pack from Good Vibes and bought one right here. And we had Cab from the team just pop in the chat, which was really cool. And then what else, Dead? Trying to just catch you up here. Fuck, I feel like something else. Oh, riffing a little on Fuckcoin, which Dead I think is a phenomenal freaking coin. Phenomenal freaking coin. I think that thing's gonna cook. Of course, I'm shilling everybody, but I think it's legit great coin. And what else? Good Vibes flipped Doodles briefly. They're gonna keep cooking. You know what I think about GVC. How are they looking now? Let's see. Yeah, Doodles have reflipped, but this is yeah, game on at this point. The biggest problem with GVC is they got too many farmers. They just got too many guys who are just in there buying and then repricing, like 0.1, 0.2 higher. It just doesn't stop. Man, I'll tell you, that's tempting. Offer for 4.26. Hoodies are selling for 5. The last 2 hoodies, and 2 of them sold like 12 hours ago for 5 ETH each. So I wouldn't take that. But if I listed him at 6 point, like I had been doing 6.9, he probably sells. I have a feeling he would be gone. So I don't want to do that, but JVC are cooking. So we're looking at 4.2, 5, 6, 7. So hang on, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm looking at 8 ETH in offers between those 4, which is pretty fucking great. And man, this is I learned to recognize feelings, right? I'm getting greedy already. Like I am. I don't want to sell. I'm like they're going higher. I'm sure of it. And you got to recognize when you're in that mode, right? You got to recognize when you're saying those things and not taking profits. And I'm literally staring at these things that would have me up about 20 grand, and I'm not taking profits. None. It's not good. But also, again, that's what you got to remember is when people are doing that, that's sometimes a sign that we're a lot further along in a run. Even if it feels like we just got here to like the good stuff again, it's a sign. We're going way higher. It's a sign that we're deeper in this. I think it's different. I do. I really do. Of course, that's a sign too. So use me as your example that we're probably pretty deep in this cycle, that it ends at any time when there's guys like me playing like I'm playing. Going higher. This time's difference, lasting longer, all that. Hang on. There's a tweet about Solace. I thought I read real quick that there was something with them on Solana, but no, I read that too quick. Solace. Voice native, emotionally intelligent AI companion built to support you in real time. Cool. I tried it. It's not that, I don't think it's that great. It's totally fine. But like they've got, it is a companion. It's nothing else. It's a companion. This being treated like a mental health, like advisor, whatever. Like, I don't think they've said that. I don't think they've said that once, but other people, I read into it that way. I certainly did. And it's not. They don't even have a like mental health advisor on the team. It's purely a companion. But man, that's a meta that's coming. We've got Kindred AI with their companions, and we got Solace with theirs, and we got a whole bunch of others too. Yo, good morning, man. I like them. I like Claynosaurz. I do. I just minted one. I think they're going to do really, really well. I think they got big announcements coming. They've got a Netflix thing coming, right? Like they've got some stuff coming. So I minted because I wanted exposure to Claynosaurz, and I think this thing living on Sui makes a ton of sense. I think it's good for both sides. Right. I'm bullish on everything about this. I am. And I want to check actually how many are minted now. Are they over 10K? Not quite. Not quite over 10K yet. They're getting there. They're getting to the halfway point. Alkanes, no. That's like the fungible tokens on Bitcoin? Is that what that is, Dead? No, I'm not at all. I've touched like nothing in Bitcoin recently. I miss it, dude. You know me. Like I'm about as bullish as you. I'm probably like the biggest fucking bull for ordinals, period. But I haven't touched anything over there. It's been a minute. NFTs and tokens, yeah. No, I haven't touched it. Honestly, not interested, and it's probably stupid. OMBs are 0.02? Quantum cats are 0.02? Are you shitting me? Jesus Christ. That's brutal. Quantum cats are 0.02. I don't want to talk to Henry because he's going to want to dump our. Oh, that's why airheads are pumping, huh? Those are related to the alkanes or whatever. Anyway, if I talk to Henry, he's going to want to dump our Taproot Wizard, and I don't. Because to me, this is like a sentiment low, and I don't want to be selling here. I'm so sure they cook, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to sell. I know he wants to. Oh, yikes. All right, let's peek. We'll cut it here in a sec. I do want to peek at Solace. Man, it's such an interesting token. I can't believe, like, getting a lot of FUD for the snipers, Blocko snipers. Like, token launches, this thing gets pushed up to 70 something. Well, no, actually not 70, 60 something million, 64 mil. Instantly comes crashing down, right? People got on the pre-sale dump. Smart. And then people bought all the way up here, which is crazy. I wouldn't be. Who is buying? You know what it is? I would say who is buying right out of the gates at 40 something mil? People who don't know any better. And this is the bummer. This is who it actually does hurt. The snipers hurt those people. People who just don't know and they think buy early means you win. It's a bummer, but some people bought all the way up there. Some people are down like half. Right? This thing ran all the way back to 50 mil. Right now sitting at 27 mil. Decent, like better than I thought. My prediction when this came out was 20 to 25 mil, somewhere in that range. And I actually thought it could pull back down to like 15-ish. The 20 to 25 is where I picked, and it got as low as 23. Doing decent with that range, by the way. It's basically living at 27, 28. So, and again, came down to 23, 24. It's higher than I thought, but it's close to that range. It's interesting. Let me see. You'll only have the half wizard, don't own a full. Moonship, that's what's crazy to me. You know, like searches for Bitcoins at like it's at a low. It's like almost at a multi-year low. It's crazy. There's no euphoria. There's no hype. There's no interest. And yet, yeah, Bitcoin's sitting here just off all-time high at 111K. It's crazy. Scares me, dude, for how much higher this can get and how much longer it can last. Like, retail ain't here. I know we're retail, like I know, but like the normie invasion isn't here. Yeah, dead because you don't want to graduate or because you just don't think you'll make it. Oh, you don't own a full. Do you even want to own a full wizard at this point? I'm bummed by that community a bit, you know? Yeah, this thing, I think Solace has a lot of room to fall. Like, it did not earn this market cap. That's a stupid thing to say, I know. Like, it's all hype anyways, but this is just riding the hype of being like a Ducks team, young team, people cheering for some young people, some young builders. You know, coolish product, part of the ACP, number one hackathon. It's just a lot of hype in that story, and most of the hype is priced in. Axelrod, I think, has got like the meteor product. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, 28 mil doesn't make a ton of sense. You're free to FUD wizards here, Marty. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I should love the Bitcoin wizards, and I don't. It's just because they seem like a not well put together team. Something like that. I don't know. Again, root for everybody, but I'm not feeling it. All right, let me see if there's anything else going on out here. Oh, we got some UFO shit. All right, hang on. Skywatcher presents a flock of birds as a class of UAP. What? What did they put out here?
What we believe are Class 1 UAPs flying in a large flock of formation. They do some things here that are very interesting. One of the indications is the strobing of light. So the top still kind of shows this formation. And what you're going to see is this flies through our area and it breaks up about every 2 minutes, and then it reassembles back into formation. And so what you'll see is like the UAPs on the end of the wing, if you will kind of fall out, and then you see everything fall apart, and then you see it reassemble. Now, we've seen a lot of flocks of birds that don't look too dissimilar from the top video. What we haven't seen is a flock fall apart nearly instantaneously, starting with the ends falling off and then reassembling. Are we looking at something more natural? We think it's UAPs right now.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, I saw the FUD. I saw the FUD in this tweet. I get why those could be birds. I also get why he's thinking it could be something mimicking birds. That's pretty cool. I know that's random, guys. We'll do UAP UFO stuff at any point. Heard about Crown by Third Games. Alex Becker's one of the advisors. No, I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh. A horse racing game. God, hang on. Let me think. I'm going to pull it up. I think we partnered with them for something. Let me double check. Crown. What's the game called? I got to remember what this is called. I think I know who this is. Is it Crownway? If it's them, then no, it's not who I'm thinking. There was like a horse photo. Okay, it is photo finish. Yeah, they're cool. They're great. We partnered with them. Birds are fucking fake. Birds are aliens. We partnered with Photo Finish for, let me think here. What did we partner with them for? I think when we dropped our NFT, like our Crypto Slam NFT, and we gave it to their community, they were just one of those that got to claim it. They were great. Yeah, and it's a cool, very, very cool project. Very cool. Photo Finish. Yep. I like it. That stuff makes a ton of sense. Like, I'm always still like trying to find where's the product market fit, who's got it, what projects are that. That's one, right? That's definitely one. Yeah. Choose rich. Get out of here. Are you kidding me, Marty? Are you for real, dude? You don't know with Marty. You don't know. That video is interesting. Now I got to see if those guys put out a whole new video. Right? Every once a month they put out a new video. It's interesting stuff. By the way, I think it's all bullshit. Like, they're part of the disinformation thing. All these whistleblowers coming out now, it's all part of the same thing. They're like, it's all like manipulation and misleading, and it is all of it. All right. One last check-in. I don't think these guys are going to hold one. I don't think they are. I just think there's too many people who've been looking to make money in this collection. I don't know if holder count's gone up a ton, although I haven't been paying attention to it as of late, so I don't know. But milestone moment breaking an ETH. Like, that's cool. So over an ETH, hope they hold it. They got much more in their future. Much more. Claynosaurz, same deal. Way bigger stuff coming for these guys. I'm excited. Very, very fucking excited to have a little piece of it. I do want to see them mint out soon. It's different where, picture like a year or 2, 3 years ago, if you don't mint out, it's game over, right? It's not that anymore. It's like slow and steady and let it do its thing. And these will mint out. That said, we're 2 to 3 hours in and they're not through half yet. So I don't know if we ever get to the point where they got to start talking about burn, or if they just cut the mint, tuck some stuff away in like a treasury or vaulted, or giveaways. I'm not sure, but definitely want to watch that. I'm interested in it. What else? Let me think. Any other final little words? I did kick off. Fucking, I hate when I do that. I did start a Kick account. So dropping you a link. This is for like redundancy. You get booted, banned off one, you got to back up somewhere else. So on Kick now for the first time. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And fuck you higher. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Whatever. Anyway, Crypto Slam on YouTube. Subscribe over here. Let me see. What if you don't catch a Popkin on the first? Then we'll be able to mint for a second try. If the mint is still open, you know what? That's a great point, dude. We'll end on that. That's a great point. They can just keep that mint open indefinitely. This is not like your typical hype FOMO kind of mint. They now have a broader kind of audience. It's like, hey, you ever want one of these things? It's open till they're gone. It's like, packs of cars. They sit on the shelf. You can buy them whenever. They sell out when they sell out. So yeah, that's a great point, man. So especially with reveal coming next week, you reveal, your pack is empty. You don't get a Popkins. You get a refund. You just go roll again. You just buy another one. It's a really good point, man. So that's how it'll go. That's how it'll go. It's a really, really good point, man. Boom. All right. Tomorrow back live, 9 a.m. Eastern time with your Swarm report, right? Change in the morning. It's now the Swarm report. Still hit crypto and NFTs, all that stuff, but it's AI focused. As I get these afternoon random streams, by the way, like this stream, random, no prep. It's just story happens. We get in and react. Expect more of these. Idea is more of these shorter streams. Like Claynosaurz mint happens, it's come live for 15, 20 minutes. Ideally, it's get the team wrangled up too and have them hop in too. It's talk to the team while an event is going on. That's the goal for these afternoon streams. This is just a little bit of a test here now that I want to be able to go live a few times during the day with these kind of spur of the moment stories and interviews and chats. We got a bunch of interviews coming up next week. I'll tell you guys who one of them is. It's Billy Betts. Billy Betts will be on the show. I think we're in for next Wednesday. We got 2 other interviews loaded, not locked, but 2 other really great ones coming. Stay tuned for more of that. Anyway, Crypto Slam on YouTube. You can follow me at Hudah Idiot on X. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. But appreciate you joining. We'll see you in the morning at the very least. Peace.